guys, welcome back to my channel. As you have seen in the title of this video, these are 5 tips that really helped me to change my lifestyle and some things that I learned along the way, I didn't know this all in the beginning, so don't be afraid if you maybe don't know everything as soon as you start, but start anyway. These are things that I want to share with you because I thought these were the things that I wanted to learn back when I started, and these are things that influencers around were sharing and really helped me throughout. So if you see me looking this way, it's because I have everything written right here so I don't forget what I need to say. So tip number 1, move your body daily. This is a non-negotiable for me. Of course, I take my rest, but make sure you do not work out as a punishment for eating. Use it in your way as a way to relax. Imagine it, if you will, as if it's your playground and it's your treat at the end of the day or at the beginning of the day or in the middle of the day. A treat for you, for your hard work, and you get to have fun. Think about it like that. Don't think about it as punishment or it will never work. You need to keep in mind that working out will make you feel better. It will always make you feel better, and when you're in there, there are no worries, there is nothing, and it's just you against you. There's no competition. You don't need to look like the person right next to you. You don't judge people next to you. It's just you. If weightlifting, like the thing that I do, is not for you, find something that you can fall in love with. Don't do anything just because other people are doing it or because it's what you are seeing on YouTube or Instagram. Don't do it just because other people are doing it. Find something that you actually love. And it might take some time because, like you might have seen in my other videos, I didn't find weightlifting for a long time. And then I had to find a program to really help me, for me to actually start falling in love with the process. It's good to incorporate movement in your day, even if it's just a walk in the morning, if that's all you have time for, if it's 20 minutes, if it's 10 minutes. I know I'm a mom and sometimes you just don't have time. Sometimes you have so many appointments, it's like there isn't enough time in the day to do everything. And if that is the problem, just incorporate just a little bit of time to move your body. You have no idea how good you will feel. It is not just about how you look, it's about how you feel. Yes, it is a lot about how you look. Because when I started to lose the weight, I was, I believe, on 86 kilos. And then I went down to like 73. And then I started to add on a little bit weight because I started to gain a lot of muscle very quick. And I started to love the way I look. I started to fall in love with seeing new muscle gain, and not so much about the belly going down or stuff like that. It was more about, oh, look, I have a new muscle here. I have a muscle I didn't know I had there. You will realize that it's so much more than how you look. If you have seen any of my other videos, you will realize that even headaches, the really bad headaches that I had, they all kind of disappear while I'm in the gym, while I'm moving my body. It's good to keep in mind also that you do not work out because you ate. Like I said in the beginning, you eat so you can work out. That is the way it goes. This is not a punishment for you. this is your treat. You need to keep that in mind. And like I said, we were gonna talk about time, and that brings us to tip number 2. Meal prep your whole day. This way you will not snack too much and you will not snack too little, and you will have meals you should have according to the time of day in which you needed it. When you meal prep your day, you're less likely to snack. And I used to end up buying from the vending machine at work, which is more costly. So I ended up wasting a lot of money, and I didn't know if I was eating enough or eating too little. When you meal prep, I only did counting calories once for like a week or so. I don't think it's good for me because I get too into my head with it, so I don't do it. But of course, if you are counting macros and counting what you eat, meal prepping will save you, because there is no other way around it. You will have to just log in everything you eat, and you'll be like, oh, I can eat this, I can eat that, oh, I should eat a little more, what am I gonna do? So meal prepping is the way to do it. And because I did that little bit of macro counting, I know what I should be eating and how much. So when I meal prep, I keep in mind that that's how much I should eat. And if I'm going to work out, I know I'm going to need a little bit more. So that's what I do. You have peace of mind too, that your day is planned out. And you know that you have something good to eat. You know that your body is going to be fed, and especially after you work out, your body needs protein because your muscles have been so depleted, and you have something right there. Either if it's a shake, if it's your dinner, like I do. I work out mostly at around 5 after work, so I have my shake and then I have my dinner at about 7 because I get home really late. So I know that's ready for me. Even my shakes, my supplements, everything is ready for me the day before. Since you have to work out, like I said in the beginning, you might not have more time. Working out takes time, obviously. So you have a little less time in the day. So meal prepping will help you. So when you need to eat, that will be ready for you. Now, I'm a little wary of food, so I will not meal prep like on a Sunday and have the food for the whole week, because I get a little bit wary about food. But you can always pick 2-3 days a week, or when it's your rest day, and say, okay, I'm gonna meal prep for these 2 days and I'll have everything ready. Even the day before, in the evening, when you maybe put your kids to sleep or something like that, you have those maybe 30 minutes. You have to make sure that you don't leave food for too long, because I remember we had an instance once when we left rice for a little too long and we got food poisoning. So I try not to do that. But even the day before, like I said, you have those 30 minutes. So you use those 30 minutes to plan your next day out. So what I do is I put all my lunch boxes in one row and I say, okay, I use a very little lunchbox, or you can use a pill caddy, and you say, okay, these are my supplements for tomorrow and that's what I have to take, and you put those, and you then prepare the food for the next day, and you say, okay, this is what I need, and you do the same for your family and what they need. And it's good to do all the shopping at once, so that you don't have to then go around. And maybe the problem that I have is some of the stores are closed by the time I get home, so I have to get all my shopping done in one day, or which I found really easy. I order it in, so while I'm doing something else, I ordered the food and it comes to the house, so I don't have to stop and I don't have to go anywhere, and I don't have to really waste my time, you know? This brings us to tip number 3. Do not cut out any food groups. The only reason that you should cut out any food groups is if the doctor tells you, or if a nutritionist tells you, and because they will give you replacers for those food that you're not going to eat. Believe me when I say you need to keep your diet, and I use diet sparingly because I hate when people say I'm going on a diet, because that means that they're going to eat clean for like, or maybe not even clean, they're gonna like limit themselves to horrible situations for like 3 months, slim down, and then gain it all back, which is not healthy at all. You need to keep your diet sustainable for your whole life. This is a lifestyle, not a 3-month thing, a 5-month thing, a year thing. No, there's different if you are cutting or bulking, because that is something that you do for an amount of time, but that is a different video that I am not gonna make because I have never bulked or cut. I just improved my diet so I could live a better life, if we want to say it like that. You need to keep in mind that anything that is not sustainable will not be kept. In the end, you will gain all the weight back with tax, because this has happened to me. For 15 years, I have been going onto diet, fat diets. At one point, I even tried keto. I don't know what went into my head, but I kept it for like a week, and it was the worst week of my life. And I did so many. There was, I believe I went to a gym, and he told me to eat no breakfast. I mean, I'm good with no breakfast because I'm not really hungry in the morning. I'm actually really nauseated in the morning. And he told me to eat just a little bit of chicken around 1. And then when I get home, just a little bit of chicken, a tiny bit of rice, and some broccoli. And that's all I ate for like 2 weeks. And I started to hate chicken. Every time I smelled chicken, I wanted to throw up. And I stopped the gym. I stopped my diet. And guess what? I gained all the weight back, and I gained so much more. When you're cutting out food groups, you're not getting everything that you need from food, because every food group will give you something. No food is good or bad, okay? A lot of something is bad. You need to make sure that you have a little bit of everything. You need to see that you enjoy life, and food is a big part of it. You should not feel guilty about eating. All you need to think about is portion control. When I fixed my portions, I started to lose weight immediately. And in fact, I went down about 13 kilos just from portion control and working out. And I'm telling you that working out only adds to your weight, so because you are gaining so much muscle. So portion control was the reason for me losing weight. Yes, I know when you add muscle, your body burns more calories. So yes, working out helps you to lose calories, but it's 80% what you eat. So portion control is very important. What else do I have written here? Yes, you need to make sure that your plates have carbs, nutrients, micronutrients, protein, everything in one. Just a little bit of everything, you know. You don't need to, if you're counting macros, like I said, it's different. You need to be a little bit more mindful of what you're putting, and you need to be exact, but that is not my video. If you want to count macros, maybe seek help with someone who actually knows what they're talking about, because I don't really find it the right idea for me to count macros, because I get it too into my head. I would also like to mention a story of mine. One of the diets that I decided to do once was a challenge, 10 weeks with no sugar, no sweets, no anything. Let me tell you how that ended. I did the 10 weeks. I didn't touch one single sweet. Don't you know, when the 10 weeks passed, I ate so many sweets, I gained about 10 kilos. And I was at 86 by the end of it. So no, it doesn't work. These fat diets don't work. If you see an ad saying lose X amount of pounds in 2 weeks or a month, it doesn't work. You need to lose weight gradually, slowly, and your diet needs to be fixed for your whole life and not for just 2 weeks or a month or 2 months, your whole life. Point number 4, wake up earlier. Now, if you're a mom or you have people living with you, if you don't live alone, this can be your alone time. You can get so much done on your alone time. Even if you just want to sit down, have a cup of coffee, be mindful of yourself for this like 30 minutes, 1 hour in the day. You know, when you wake up earlier, you are more likely to incorporate some kind of cardio early in the morning, which is what happened to me. I used to wake up just exactly when I had to leave the house, and it didn't work for me, you know. So what happened is I wake up around an hour 30 minutes early, and I take my daughter to school, and I go for a 20-minute walk, and then I get home. I have like 10 minutes to just sit down and prepare for my day, prepare my mind for the day, and say, yeah, I'm ready for this. Maybe read a little. And then what I do is I get ready, get to work, and when I'm in my car, I'm no longer groggy, you know. And the extra time that you have in the morning, you have truly time to wake up. Little bit of story time. When I used to wake up just around the time that I had to leave the house, I used to be so groggy that at one point I fell asleep in my car and almost crashed, which is when I realized something needs to change, because this cannot happen. It couldn't happen at all. So this is when I incorporated waking up earlier so I can go out of the house fresh-faced, you know, like I've woken up, I can go out now. Those things that you need to do after you get home from work, after you get home from the gym, you know, it's 5, you still have to do things, you still have to do that. If you wake up just an hour earlier, you can get those done as well. You have no idea how many things you can get done just that hour in the morning that you wake up earlier. Could be just 30 minutes, but you have no idea how much you can get done in that little time. Also, if there's something that you like to do, like I love reading, and I've recently got into journaling as well. And if you like that, you can do that in the morning. Maybe you don't have time during the day because you're always running around your kids, going to the gym, cooking. Maybe you have a husband and you're doing stuff for him as well as doing stuff for you, working. Maybe you have more than one job. This is what happens. You end up not doing what you like. And that's not good. You need to do something that drives a fire in you. For me, it was vlogging, it was reading, writing, and that's what I basically do in the morning in those 10 minutes that I have after my walk. And I make sure to incorporate a little bit, maybe just an hour after I put my kids to sleep, just for myself. Yep. Now we come to point number 5. I want to keep this short, and I know it's not because it's already 20 minutes on my camera, and I'm gonna give you the tip that everybody gives you. I know it's cliche, but it's good. Drink a lot of water. I did not used to drink a lot of water. In fact, when I was a kid, I used to drink gallons and gallons of soda. I used to drink it even before I got to bed, and there was a time when I barely drank a sip of water at all. This is something that everyone tells you to do. Every influencer that is into fitness will tell you to drink water. Well, because it's good. It's good for you. Everyone will tell you it's good for you. And whenever you drink lots of water, I feel better throughout the day, you know? And you are also flushing your body and cleaning it. So yeah, you are flushing your body with water. You don't need any other thing to flush your body. I know a lot of people will try to sell you stuff that say it's gonna flush your body, but most of the time, water is what you need. Water is the holy grail. What I did is I bought a Stanley, which I am waiting for, and I'm gonna keep it with me all the time, and I'm gonna drink and drink till I know my body is clean. And I'm gonna make sure to get those 2 to 3 liters a day because I feel better during the day when that happens. Now, I have one extra tip for you. This tip I still struggle to take on, but I want to give it to you because when I do take it on, it works. Make sure you enjoy life because you never know how long we've got. Okay, this makes me a little bit emotional, you know, because of stuff that has happened to me and people that I've lost. Find something that you truly enjoy and make sure you never limit yourself to the point of sadness and regret. Keep in mind that at the end, you'll only regret the things you didn't do. You will not regret anything else, just the things that you didn't do. Try to see the positive in everything. And if you are looking for great books that can help you see the positive, like for manifestation and stuff like that, I have great books for you, and I will probably do a video about it. But the book that really helped me is Manifest. It's the orange book that has gone viral on TikTok. I have the orange and the blue one, and it's by Roxie Nafousi. I don't know if that's how you say it, but I will link it down below for you. And I have no affiliation to the woman. I just think she's great. And her book really helped me. And if you guys want me to do a video of the self-help books that helped me. I mean, I was never into nonfiction. I only read fiction religiously. But after I read Manifest, I started to read a little bit more nonfiction books that help you see the positive in life and see the positive in yourself. And yeah, they really helped me. So if you want that video, please let me know and I will make sure to do that. Anyway, I hope this will be up by Wednesday, and if you are seeing it, I hope you are having a good day. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. It goes a long way for me, and I'll see you in the next one.